Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Catholic Church has been trying so hard to broker peace between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto. And the deputy president was very clear when the Catholic Church made this public that he was willing for talks with his boss unconditionally. The president never responded. And yesterday, the Catholic bishops were on record that their attempts to reconcile or to allow these two gentlemen to meet has not been successful. So in this video today, I want to explain to you guys why President Uhuru Kenyatta has refused to talk to his deputy, despite the call by the church and the bishops. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, please, I want you to continue supporting this channel. Click the subscribe button. If you have not yet subscribed, but I know most subscribers have already done that, give the video a thumbs up, and also you can share the video. But I want to be very brief. The Catholic Church are very clear that their attempt to reconcile or to bring the deputy president and the president to a table has not been successful. The president team and the president are not willing to meet with the deputy. By the way, before I get into that, the deputy president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, was in Kisii County today for a series of events. And personally, I'm not sure whether that trip was a success or was a failure. Initially, there were reports that the deputy president received some kind of resistance. But I've also seen photos and videos from that event which can qualify to be a successful event. I'll do a comprehensive analysis about that trip tomorrow morning. Then Raila Odinga is also in Garissa as we speak. He landed in the evening. By the way, I was privileged to be with him at the airport in Kisumu. He's in Garissa. And based on the photos and the videos from Garissa, I think Raila Odinga will have a very successful event in Garissa tomorrow. Let's wait and see how the Azimio la Umoja for the northern Kenya will turn out. And an interesting thing also happened. Musalia Mudavadi was complaining that the media is only focusing on William Samoei Ruto and Raila Odinga and not any other presidential candidate. I personally don't understand whether Musalia Mudavadi expects the media to go to his house, because so far I've not yet seen great effort from Musalia Mudavadi. In fact, Musalia Mudavadi should forget the presidency and focus either on winning several parliamentary seats in 2022, or he should identify a county like Nairobi and contest as a governor. I'm just kidding, by the way. Now let us get back to the issues. The church in Kenya, specifically the Catholic, have been saying something which is important in my view. That the fallout between the deputy president and his boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta, is not good for the country. That even if they are supposed to pursue their politics differently, but at least they should work together, one as the president and another one as the co-president. As the principal assistant. But the president is not keen on having talks with his deputy. Why is the president not keen on having talks with his deputy? I have 5 or 6 theories. Number one is William Ruto's influence on the church. There's a video I did on this platform, and I'm going to put the link below. I think I did it in 2019. William Ruto's game plan with the church. William Ruto made the church of this country, made the church in this country to kind of start playing politics. And in that video I'm talking about, which I'm going to share the link, I stated clearly that the church in this country used to fight various vices like corruption. They used to fight for multipartism and injustices against injustices. And William Ruto realized so well that for him to succeed, he needed the church on his side. So he embarked on a journey of going to churches, donating money to an extent that the church in this country kind of William Ruto owned it. And Kenyans are actually saying, if you read online, that William Ruto is today in this country is the assistant Jesus, because of the way he associated himself with the church. And because of that influence, there was no way President Uhuru Kenyatta was just going to accept the invitation from the Catholic Church. They were going to assume that probably that invitation is coming because of the influence of his deputy. Whether the Catholic bishops themselves initiated it, he was not going to allow that. He was going to assume that the Catholic Church and their moves were actually influenced by his deputy. So that's the first reason why I tend to think that he's not. Number two, I think the president has now decided to focus on 2022. How many months are left to the next general election? How many months? 10 months. Uhuru and Ruto fell out in 2018. Actually, some say before the last general election, but the handshake was in March 2018. Between 2018 up to now, these two people were separate. One insubordinating the other one undermining the other. The president undermining his deputy, and the deputy is also insubordinating him from 2018. So it's only 10 months. Why would someone then decide that it's now that these guys need to talk? If these guys were to talk, those talks ought to have been long time ago. So the president has decided in his own wisdom that his and his deputy are done. And is going to focus on 2022 with the sole aim of blocking his deputy from succeeding him. As a matter of fact, the deputy president support in the larger Mount Kenya region is under threat as we speak. So probably he's accepting the talks so as to allow the president and him sit together to communicate a message to the people of the larger Mount Kenya region. But the president is saying, no, that's not going to happen. My focus now is Tokotane kwa debe 2022. And number three, in my view, I also believe that the president is not happy with the fact that his deputy is still insubordinating him. The truth of the matter is that last week, the State House shared a photo of the deputy president of President Uhuru Kenyatta chairing cabinet meeting and other meetings there, and William Ruto's seat was reserved there. What does that tell you? Either the DP was not invited to that meeting, or he was invited but he never attended. I want to assume that he was invited but he never attended, and that's why that seat was reserved. So that tells you it's clear act of insubordination. President Uhuru Kenyatta was so keen on his push for the Building Bridges Initiative process. What happened? His deputy decided to oppose. Of course, because they could not agree, both of them, but the way he opposed it just confirmed that he was insubordinating his boss. And because of those continued insubordination, I don't think the president was going to be willing to meet with his deputy for whatever reason. Number four, I also believe that the president, just like he has been asking himself, is concerned that his deputy, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, is not willing to apologize. Just the other day, 2 days ago, the president referred to Raila and Uhuru as Wakora. So basically what the president expects is that the DP ought to have apologized to him, especially on the issues of early campaigns, on the issues of the attack on the president's family by people like Oscar Sudi. He has never done that. And just like I said, it's very difficult for the president to forgive anybody who attacks the family directly unless they feel that they needed to apologize. The DP has not apologized. The president believes that for him, because we've seen instances where the president and the deputy president are sharing a podium, and the president is actually challenging his deputy to deny certain things, of which the deputy has never denied. So because of those, I tend to think, in my own view, that the president feels that the DP has refused to apologize. Number 5 is the handshake politics. William Ruto has continued to attack the handshake. The handshake is President Uhuru Kenyatta's pet project. It's one of his legacy projects. The president is on record that the handshake was meant to unite the country. And he has challenged his deputy severally to deny whether he was not informed. That he was informed and he supported it. But the deputy president thought that President Uhuru Kenyatta was using the handshake to actually finish him politically. So because of that, I don't think the president would be willing to have talks with someone who is opposed to the handshake. Because unless the deputy president would be willing, in my view, to stop attacking Raila Odinga, to stop attacking the handshake, the president will not listen to him. Because look at it from this perspective. The president has identified the handshake. The DP is opposed to it. Then there's the Raila Odinga factor here. Where do you think the president, or what do you think the president should do? Should he abandon the handshake? Should he agree to just receive, to forgive the DP? Or do you think that the fact that the DP has consistently attacked the BBI, has consistently attacked the handshake, do you think the president can easily just say, okay, that was by the way? So the first thing is go and apologize to Raila. If you can't apologize to Raila, go and talk to him. Talk to him, then we can now have a sitting. And lastly, I also think that the differences between these two gentlemen cannot be reconciled. And because they cannot be reconciled, the president feels that he doesn't have the time to waste. Probably, maybe, we might not know, but maybe previously there could have been other attempts to put these people to a table, to bring them to a table. And they actually met, but the DP kept on going for those rallies and then messing up. Remember, William Ruto has allies. Most of William Ruto's allies turned President Uhuru Kenyatta into their punching bag. You can talk of Alice Wahome. You can talk of Ndindi Nyoro. You can talk of even Moses Kuria at that time. You can talk of Oscar Sudi. They turned the president into their punching bag. Do you think the president can just accept talks without any goodwill from some of these guys? I don't think so. I don't think so. So because of those reasons, the president cannot meet with his deputy. And again, Jimmy Wanjigi is challenging Raila Odinga to declare whether he's going to run for the presidency or not. That Raila Odinga is causing for confusion. What is Jimmy Wanjigi up to? That's the question. And personally, I tend to think that ODM as a party, if they are serious, should come out very strongly and issue a statement regarding Jimmy Wanjigi. So that if Jimmy Wanjigi is going to Mombasa for a meeting, then those meetings should not be purported to be ODM meetings. Because the truth is, ODM as a party has structures. There are several other deputy party leaders. How are they behaving? I don't know what you think, but I think this issue of Jimmy Wanjigi is something that I need to analyze. So I'm asking you guys to drop your comments. Do you think Jimmy Wanjigi is working in favor of the ODM as a political party? Let me hear your thoughts. And for those who are watching this channel for the first time again, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Please give the video a thumbs up. That's the only way you can support the channel. Give the video Comment, drop your comments for those who can. I know there's some people who cannot drop their comments because of ABCD. Please drop if you can, and for those who can share, weka kwa Facebook, weka kwa Twitter, weka kwa WhatsApp. I'll really appreciate when I bump on them somewhere on Facebook, Twitter, and the rest. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye bye.